Anyway, since Toad thinks he's smarter than me, I took the liberty of not only using my intellect, but I actually, I binged it. I went to Bing's AI Copilot, and I said, if you don't make payments on a tax lien, and this is what Copilot said. It said, if you don't make the payments on a tax lien, several consequences can follow. Increased debt, interest and penalties will continue to accrue on your unpaid tax debt. Credit impact, a tax lien can negatively affect your credit score, making it harder to obtain loans or credit.
Well, you're already fucked on that end, so.
Number 3, property seizure. This is the one that Todd doesn't fucking understand. The IRS or local taxing authority can levy, seize, and sell your property to satisfy that debt. At any time, Toad, you dumb motherfucker. At any time. Number 4, difficulty selling or borrowing. A lien can make it difficult for me to sell my property. Okay, duh. Number 5, foreclosure. In some cases, the taxing authority might foreclose on your property. Again, at any time. You don't see any specific dates on this shit, do you, Toad? No. You know why? Because there is no dates. If somebody goes whining and crying to Clay County, you need to get that away from him. They'll fucking do it. They'll fucking do it. CPS has already proven that. CPS come out to this house. There was nothing wrong with the kids, nothing wrong with me, nothing wrong with the house. They talked to my fucking housekeeper and everything. They went through the house and everything. And when they got done, they said, we're taking your kids anyway. I said, you can't. That's felony kidnapping. They said, we don't give a fuck. We're taking them anyway. And they did. They took them anyway. Because Clay County don't give a flying fuck. Okay? Toad, you fucking moron. But you don't see any dates on this shit, do you? There ain't no limitations on this. They can, if they get the right judge at the right moment, like say if he's already pissed off or something, and they say, hey man, you need to foreclose on that Evil Von Helden guy. He ain't made no payments. He's refusing to accept payment in full. You need to foreclose on him. All you gotta do is go get an expensive fucking lawyer. Say, all you gotta do is get a lawyer. Okay, that lawyer in London that I hired to get my kids back one year. Me and Mom had to pay $8,000 to that lawyer just to go into family court to get my kids back. $8,000.
Oh, see, look at that, Vaughn. Vaughn, look at that. Your mom helped you with the kids?
Yes. But what I'm saying is, if they get an expensive lawyer, $8,000, $10,000, $12,000 lawyer, I have to pay that. Well, I don't have that kind of fucking money. I don't have it. Now, granted, they can only be charged 12%. That's all they can charge. But if they've got an expensive lawyer, I got to pay for that too. And but see, Toad is under the misguided interpretation that, oh, well, nobody can foreclose on me.
I'm too stressed. My life is stressful enough. I don't need Todd.
You think you're stressed? You think you're stressed?
And
all
then
they got to do is call a judge here in Clay County. Hey, man, he ain't going to pay his payments. Take your shit away. And I'm literally out on the fucking street. I'm literally out on the street. There's not a damn thing I can do about it. Clay County could come down here and foreclose on me or literally sell it right out from underneath me, and there's not a damn thing I can do about it. Toad lied. Once again, Toad fucking lied. Or he didn't, or he just didn't know. You know, Toad is under the idea that he knows more about real estate than I do. No, he does not. And the smile that Beverly gave me when she said that anybody after the 18th, anybody could buy the property was kind of creepy, but oh well.
Oh wow, she gave you like a fucking Joker smile,
like a Joker smile, like a smirk or something like that.
She's on the fucking payroll.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They don't give a fuck about me down here. But I mean, there it is in black and white. Property seizure. The IRS or local taxing authority can levy, seize, and sell your property to satisfy that debt. Yes, they fucking can, Toad. And they can do it anytime they want. You don't see no limit on there, do you? There's no dates or time limit on there. They can do it whenever they fucking want. They say, okay, well, you owe us X amount of dollars. We're taking your fucking property. And all you got to do is, like I said, all you got to do is call up an attorney or a judge and get them on the right day at the right time, and they'll fucking take my shit tomorrow. They'll take it tomorrow. There's not a damn thing I can do about it either. They can according to this, they can sell my property right out from underneath me. There's not a damn thing I can do about it. All you got to do is hold on to the lien. When Copilot says the IRS or the local taxing authority can seize your property, that's exactly what it fucking means. And you notice there's no dates on here, there's no time on here, there's no limitation on here. They can do it at any time. If they don't like
if
the
they want
color
to
of my
fuck you
fucking
today, they
hair, they
fuck you
can do.
today.
There's not a damn thing I can do about it. Especially if it's this guy over here who's the principal of a school. He'll just go into court as principal of a school and say, "Hey, I'm a principal. I've been in the community. I'm known. I'm widely known. Foreclose on that property so I can go on ahead and take it and put my kids in it." And the judge would do it. He would do it right now. He'd do it in a New York minute because nobody down here likes me. Because if they did, none of this shit would be happening now, would it? Do you really believe that if anybody down here really truly defended me and cared about me, would have let CPS dog my family for 15 years? Fuck no. Well, my mother kept wanting the kids to stay home. She didn't want CPS taking them kids away.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Your mother was really the only one that you had on your side.
Oh yeah, mom was really the only really one on my side. Yeah, correct. She's like, "Where's my grandkids?" I said, "CPS took them again." She's like, "You're kidding me." I said, "No, they took them again." And she said, "Well, what did they take them for this time?" I said, "They didn't have a reason this time. They just took them." And she said, "Well, what did they talk to your housekeeper?" I said, "Yeah, they talked to the housekeeper on the phone, and then you took them anyway." They looked at the house. They've seen the house was clean. Looked at the kids. Kids are fine. I'm always fine because I don't break the law. And so they had nothing, but they took the kids anyway. And she's like, "Well, we got to get them kids back." I said, "You're not getting them back this time." And I was right. Clay County's going to have to get a lawsuit, especially if these fuckers fuck me over and get them to either foreclose on me or seize my property. They do that shit. It's on like Donkey Kong.
I got work today, and I didn't sleep last night. I was up all night because I was fucking. My brain was
Well,
fucked up.
Toad called the police on you, right?
He called the police on me.
Yes, buddy, he did.
How the fuck would he put? How the fuck would you call the police on me?
He said you were a danger to yourself and others by driving drunk. So he called the police on you.
I wasn't driving drunk. What is he talking about?
Well, you acted like you were. I told him. I said, "Are you sure he ain't? Are you sure John ain't egging you on?" Oh no, he's driving drunk. We got to call the police.
I put on a good show, right, guys?
You put on a very good show.
I've troll. You got to troll the trolls, man. You got to
You got
troll
to
the
troll the
trolls.
trolls. That's right. And I told that dumbass. I said, "You realize that if you call the police in his state, they're just going to tell you to call your local police instead, right?" "They ain't gonna do that." I said, "I just went through it."
I was out all night, so I'm doing. I made a couple of bucks. I made like 200. We're putting it away for the Von fun.
Well, see that they do have a point though. If you had given me the $2,000 when you initially said you would, I wouldn't have.
First of all, I didn't say I was going to give you 2,000, but I said I would help you.
Yeah. Well, whatever.
I don't think I could ever give you fucking all of it at once. To be honest with you,
Yeah.
I don't roll in that type of money. I can give you a couple of hundred.
Right. I
You know what I'm
understand.
saying?
I understand. It's all
Oh,
good.
you know what it was that I said. I said if I would have gave you all of it up front at one time, if I knew you could pay me back within a couple of days.
Right.
But because I need money myself, I got to pay my car
Right.
insurance. I got to pay my.
Well,
I
I'll pay you back.
Yeah,
That's
I
not a
know. I
problem.
understand. That's why I'm willing to give you $400 or
Yeah,
whatever, a
that's
couple
not
of
a
hundred.
problem. I'll pay you back. Well, see,
Yeah.
that's the thing. If I did have 1,200 in my wallet, which is what I thought I had, and then you give me 400, that would have went a long way towards getting it all paid off. But oh well. And then
You
plus the
should have
money I
just
already
went in
had in
there
the
and paid.
account.
You should have just put something down. Maybe you could have stopped that.
Okay,
No more.
John, I asked Beverly about that. I said, "What if I had come in here and made a payment?" She said, "You can't. You got to pay in full."
Oh, you got
So,
paid in full. Oh,
yeah,
fuck.
which was
I could have
$2,200.
never done that for you, Vaughn. I'm sorry.
Well, see that's
I
my
couldn't.
point.
I mean, even though I could help, I want to help you, and I want to keep you in your product. I could never pay it in full.
Yeah, I understand.
That's
I
even
understand.
behind my. I mean, if Toad helped out like he was saying he would have, You know, I mean, he made it sound like he wanted to turn a new leaf and
Toad
be.
has no intentions of turning a new leaf. Toad was the one that instigated this shit, if you'll recall.
Was he?
Well, yeah, he was the one that
playing me.
he was the one that initially found the article in the paper or whatever the fuck it was, or website or whatever. He was the one that initially found it. He was the one that raised all the hullabaloo about it. And so Toad has now put my life in danger, because all they got to do is call any judge down here and say, I want you to foreclose on Von Eldon so I can get my money back.
That's shitty.
That's all they got to do. It's right there in black and fucking white. Anybody can read it. There it is, folks, right there in black and white. Anybody can read that shit. You know, they can seize my property, levy my property, sell my property, and they can foreclose on my property. And the funny thing is, they can do all that at the same time. That's the bitch of it. They can do it all at the same time, too. And of course, this ruins my credit. My credit is ruined forever. You can read it right there. And it also increases my debt. So, I mean, they knew exactly what the fuck they were doing. They're not stupid. They knew exactly what they were doing. And this was done intentionally to rob me of my only source of income. That's why it was done. Anybody that thinks anything different at this point is not paying attention.
Yeah.
Because that was the only reason it was done. You know, like I said, Toad is a dumbass motherfucker. He thinks he knows more about real estate than somebody that actually took it in school. He does not. All right. And I tried to explain this to this dumb motherfucker. These people that bought this property, they're just going to hold on to the liens until I run out of money or die. And then they just take my shit. Yeah. Or they get a judge to foreclose on me. That's all they got to do. Piece of cake. That's all they got to fucking do. But yeah, I mean, all they got to do is call district court and say, yeah, man, he's refusing to pay in full, foreclose on him or sell the property. And Clay County will do it. Like I said, if they get an attorney that charges $8,000, $9,000, $10,000, $15,000, can I pay that? Fuck no, I can't pay that lawyer. I ain't got that kind of fucking money. And so they just call down to district court. He can't pay in full, foreclose on him. And buddy, they'll do it. They'll foreclose on me. They absolutely will. Can they kick you out? Yeah, they can kick me out. Like I said, when they foreclose on my property, or they say they're gonna seize and levy and sell my property, I'm out on the street with nowhere to go. That's just the way it is. They literally will kick me out. They'll kick the renters out too. See, that's what these dumbasses over here don't understand. Because I got a funny feeling they're part of it. I mean, they withhold 2 months rent from me at the time that my shit goes up for sale on auction. Yeah, that's not a coincidence. I don't believe in coincidences. But anyway, what these idiots don't understand is that we're all out on the street, not just me. We're all out on the street. Now, I don't know what the Frost told them or what somebody told them. Oh, you won't be kicked out. Well, I'm sorry, but that's not how it works. When the county comes in and takes the property, they kick everybody out, not just me. Everybody gets kicked out. All the renters get kicked out on the street. That's how it works. That's the real life. That's not fantasy land. That's real life. And so these renters, if they did collude with somebody or with the Frosts or whatever, they're dumbasses, because they're going to be out on the street when the county comes and seizes the property. Everybody goes when they seize the property. Everybody. Is your plan just to whine about it? Yeah, that's my plan. Whine about it. In the hopes that nobody else gets hung out to dry. Because see, they put everybody's life in danger, not just mine.
That lady at that fucking office was gritting ear to ear, man.
Yeah, because they got their money. So why do they care? They got their money. You know, oh well, Clay County will surely defend you. No, they won't. They got their money. They got their money. He's grinning from ear to ear. They got their money. You know, oh, well, they'll make him give you a payment plan. They'll make him snail mail you. They'll make him do this. They'll make him do, they ain't going to make him do shit. They're living in another fucking state. They're not going to make him do nothing. If they don't contact me, that's the end of it. And then they just hold on to it. You heard what these dumbass motherfuckers said. They got 50 days before they even have to notify me. Well, what's 50 days? That's a month and a half, you morons. That's a month and a half. That's not till what? October, October, late October, excuse me, about 25 October, 24, 25 October. My birthday, ironically. Before they even have to talk to me. And then all they got to do is say, we want payment in full. Here's my $8,000 lawyer. Here's the $2,000 you owe. Pay me now. That's $10,000. Well, I don't have 10 grand. And then when I can't pay in full, then they call the judge, say he can't pay in full. The judge forecloses on my property and I lose my property right fucking then. Not a week from then, not a year from then, right then. I lose my property right then. And this was done intentionally with malice. Okay, let's be clear on that. It was done intentionally with malice. It was they knew exactly what the fuck they were doing. This is not a game. This is not a joke. They knew exactly what the fuck they were doing. It was all by design. We got to rob him of his only fucking income, which is the renters, and that's exactly what they're doing. And so I'm going to sue. I'm going to sue whoever bought these properties for hardship, and I will win. Because it's the only goddamn income I got. And it was done, but it was done deliberate. See, it wasn't done out of the goodness of their hearts. It wasn't done to, help me out or any of that stupid shit. That's a load of horse shit. It was done to rob me of my only source of income. That was the whole point of it. That's why they got CPS to hold my kids for 3 years so that they could steal all my stimulus checks. That's why Robert Stivers calls over to Corbin and blocks me from getting my disability, my SSI, and my VA. That's why Robert Stivers called up to London and shut off my food stamps, called over to Jackson Energy and cut off my electric, called Manchester Water and shut off my water. Why do you think they're doing that? To try to kill me, you dumb fucks. To try to kill me. That's the whole point of it, is to kill me. And if you can't figure that out by now, there's something brain dead up there. Get your gears turning or something. I bet it was James Arnold Frost that did it. He was the one that probably bought the damn property, thanks to fucking trolls contacting him. You trolls contacted James Arnold Frost and told him to buy my property, didn't you? Didn't you, fuckers? I bet you did.
I heard that Beverly in the clerk's office is Stivers' first and second cousin. What? Is that true?
That could be. That could be.
That could be a thing. I mean, they all in on it together. He might
His
have put her
brother.
in.
His brother's just down.
He could have paid her off and put her in there to keep tabs.
Mm-hmm.
Report back to Stivers,
Good old boy network.
Oh yeah, that's a conflict of interest. Huge lawsuit potential. That's it.
Yeah, if it's true that Stivers and Beverly are related, that could be a cause. That could be a conflict of interest. Yes, it could. Like I said, whatever happens, happens. If the gods want me to fucking keel over dead, then that's fine. I've had a good run. I'm 60 goddamn years old. I got to see a lot of shit. Got proven right 113 times.
All your bills are covered for this month?
All my bills are covered for this month.
All right.
So, as soon as they take the money out for cable, phone, and internet, which is on auto pay, I'm done for the month. So I'm good. I can skate for the rest of the month. I'm good. So now I just got to focus on, just seeing when the sheriff's going to come out and kick me off my property.
The two things left is your property and you, man. Yeah. I'm afraid they might just fucking off your ass.
They can't touch me. The gods won't allow it.
Thank God.
The gods won't allow it, and my ET friends
the gods need to fucking unleash you, man. They need to unchain.
Well, they ought to, but they said we're handling your personal affairs. And I said, I feel like a fifth wheel, but they're handling my affairs. Well, see, here's the thing. If I could just hang in there for 5 years, then I get my Social Security, and then I'll be all right. That's $2,000.
5 years seems far from now, man. 5 years.
But I mean, then I get $2,000 a month, for Social Security, And if I'm in like a retirement home or some shit, gated community, whatever the fuck, some kind of cul-de-sac or some kind of commune or something,